Let's talk about Canada briefly, because Justin Trudeau resigning is just the tip of the iceberg, and he has other plans. They are still not free from the tyrant. They are still not free, and thanks to J.E. May, Duchess Marmalade, who brought this to my attention, a thread by Julius Ruchel. And nothing about Canada's dysfunctional parliamentary system makes a shred of sense. This is crazy. I'm going to try to give you an insight into how can we try to understand what is going on with Canada and what are the actual plans of Trudeau. Because you know that tyrants don't go away just like that. It never happens. I'm still hoping that we have change for Venezuela this year, actual change. But seeing what is going on with Canada, it looks like he is resigning. Well, it is way more complicated. Julius Ruchel, make sure to follow Julius for Canada stuff on X. And he, has this amazing thread. Number one, Trudeau resigned yesterday and shut down Parliament. So now we effectively have a kind of custodial government for the next few months, run by Trudeau. So it's pretty much the same. That's gonna be gonna last 4 months. I don't know what kind of resigning is this, but bear with me with that. Only now, number two, only now, with Parliament shut down, Trudeau and his cabinet continues to run the government, issue government contracts, control the treasury, and negotiate on the world stage on Canada's behalf, but without any parliamentary oversight. So they are basically lawless. They can do whatever they want in this case. Is that a thing? How do you hold a government to account without a parliament? The police won't do it. They've more than proven that over 9 years of rampant government corruption and abuse. Number three, the Governor General, who is supposed to ensure that Canada has a functioning government, gave Trudeau the green light to shut down or prorogue Parliament without triggering an election. Even as the country continues to unravel and as Canada's finances continue to spiral towards an inflationary debt and currency crisis, go ahead, get your party in order, Canada can wait. This is a paraphrase. Okay, so yeah, you do your thing, and Canada can wait while all the services, especially the health services, are under duress, are under severe stress. What a lovely gift from the Governor General. Also that the same party that could have ousted Trudeau for 9 disastrous years, but didn't, has time to pick a new leader to continue to govern us. Remember, Trudeau's resignation does not automatically trigger an election, only a leadership race within the Liberal Party, lasting a minimum of 3 months, during which Trudeau still remains as Prime Minister. The winner of that race emerged to govern the country without having to face a general election open to all Canadians. I don't know much about politics. I am not the biggest expert, but I don't think that this the way that you allocate the power in a country like Canada, the size of Canada, with so many people like this, it's the proper way. It's like getting Kamala appointed as the candidate, but in this case, it's gonna be the actual Prime Minister appointed. Throughout all this fiasco, there has not been a non-confidence vote to trigger the fall of the government. The Liberal Party retains its mandate to govern Canada despite their leadership race, because the other left-wing parties, NDP, Greens, and Bloc Québécois, continue to prop up Trudeau's Liberal government. So everybody is still propping up Trudeau for some reason. Cast Trudeau. And now, with Parliament prorogued, the other parties couldn't trigger a non-confidence vote even if they wanted to. They had their hands tied. So this is essentially a stalemate. And Trudeau will remain in power. Parliament would need to sit again before that can happen. Number 5, in other words, the Governor General, the only one who currently has the power to trigger an election, is keeping Canada in crisis in order to accommodate a political party that has lost all its legitimacy to govern. But guess who appointed the Governor General? Who appointed that Governor General? Yeah, Trudeau. And it gets worse. You thought it couldn't get worse, but it gets worse. Voting in the Liberal leadership race is open to children as young as 14. What? And to foreign nationals living in Canada that don't even have citizenship or residency. How is that even legal? What? What could possibly go wrong? A lot of things. Number 7, by shutting down Parliament, Trudeau has also effectively shut down the ongoing parliamentary investigation into foreign interference. Based on a government report, there are at least 11 MPs plus multiple support staff who have been compromised yet continue to work in our government. But the Liberals have refused to release their names or to fire them. It's like the Democrats in the United States who denied the motion to deport those illegal migrants who have been in this, let's say, that have committed crimes against children. Yes, Democrats voted against deporting criminals, illegal immigrants who committed crimes against children. How does that work? How do you justify that? You are equally demons. You are the ranch. The left worldwide has gone insane. All of them have gone insane. And now, thanks to Trudeau's prorogation stunt, we won't know their names ahead of the next election. Number 8, the Conservative Party is likely to challenge the prorogation of Parliament to try to trigger an immediate election. But 7 of Canada's 9 Supreme Court judges were appointed by Trudeau as well. And if the Conservatives comes to power under Pierre Poilievre, then when we finally do get another election, the legislation they want to pass requires the Senate to sign off on it. But 90 of Canada's 105 senators are appointed by Trudeau, with another 8 open seats that will likely also be filled by Trudeau during this transition period. My God. Oh my God. Yes, he still has the power to do that without parliamentary oversight. Number 10, at the 1 hour, 15 minutes and 50 seconds mark of his January 2nd YouTube interview with Jordan Peterson, Pierre Poilievre even openly admitted that because of the liberal bias in the Senate, the Conservatives need Canadians to help him pass legislation by becoming much more politically active. Specifically, he needs them to put pressure on their senators to motivate them to support his economic reforms. But what happens, like what happens in the UK, that people are disinterested. They are more interested in their daily survival. In daily survival, they don't want anything to do with politics. And that's why Keir Starmer is prime minister by a minority vote. It's sad. But I can understand, because I myself was just disengaged from politics for a long time. I really didn't care. Well, I don't care about this. Yeah, you don't care where things are going well, but when things are going bad, then you think that your vote doesn't matter. When your vote does matter, your vote always matters. It's too sad that you have to wait just so many decades, in my case, to realize that. How politics just model your country, it just affect everything that happens to you and your family and your community and the country at large. Too late. Is it too late for Canada? Is it too late for the UK? Is it too late for Europe? We hope that this change brought by Donald Trump winning these elections can have an effect on these countries. That might work in the US where senators are elected, but how do Canadians put pressure on senators when Canadian senators are appointed by the Prime Minister and serve for life or until age 75? Number 11, nonetheless, at the 24 mark of the same interview with Jordan Peterson, the leader of Canada's official opposition party, Pierre Poilievre, proudly proclaimed that we have the best system of government in the history of the world, the parliamentary system, not the best government, but the best system of government. How reassuring. This, I really hope to end in a high note, but it's not gonna be a high note. It's not gonna be a high note, right? Again, this is insane. Make sure that you follow Julius Ruchel on X if you want more insights about what's going on in Canada. Amazing thread, by the way. Well, I would love to know what do you think about this in the comments, which if you say that this is insane, I wouldn't blame you in the least, like at all. Oh my God. There's it's the son of Fidel Castro. It shouldn't be any doubt about that. The guy is exactly like him.